Google Maps not only allows you to virtually travel and discover interesting places all around the world, but if you're planning an actual visit to a location, then you can use it to get your bearings before you go so you can see how to get in, get around, and get out. And here are some creative ways to use this particular feature of Google Maps in order to do these kinds of things. First of all, let's look at how to explore some monuments or landmarks and attractions. But before we do, let's go to the Google Maps homepage by clicking Maps at the top of the Google homepage. And I have satellite view turned on. And I'm just going to search for a monument such as Mount Rushmore. And here it is on the map. I'm going to zoom in so we can kind of see, if we're traveling there by car, how to get around. It's apparently on 244. And if I zoom in, here is the parking lot area right here. And this appears to be some kind of entrance area. And so you know where to come into the monument. Once you leave the parking lot, you can see that this appears to be a walkway to a viewing area right here to the actual monument, which is right in this area right here. So if you're planning a trip to Mount Rushmore, you can kind of look at this and get a feel for what it's like, where it is. And if you even want to go even further, you can click and drag little Peggy, this is called Peggy, to the street to get a street view of what things actually look like. So here it is as you're approaching the monument itself and you're moving in close to it. You can see exactly what you're going to see as you're approaching the Mount Rushmore National Memorial, so you don't have to get stressed out if you're a stressful driver and going to foreign places kind of freaks you out. You can get a real good feel of what to expect before you even go, so you know exactly where it is, what you're looking at, where parking is, where you can walk, and things like that. Let's look at another example. You might not ever travel there by physically, but you may. But even if you don't, it's pretty interesting to look at something like the Taj Mahal. So you just type Taj Mahal into the Google Maps search box, and you're taken right to Taj Mahal in Agra, India. And you can zoom in. And you've seen this photo, or seen this monument, probably hundreds of times in photos. Maybe you've wondered where it's located in relation to India itself, or you wanted to know what the grounds look like, so you can get a feel for the entire monument itself. You can do that using the Google satellite view, and unfortunately this doesn't have a street view, but that's okay because you can see where all the sidewalks are, where the gateway is, where the garden is for the Taj Mahal, the two areas to the left and right of the tomb itself. You can see even the bushes themselves. So if you're planning a trip here and you want to get familiar with the area before you go, this is a great tool for doing that. Now, how about theme parks? If you ever want to visit a theme park, and you probably will sometime in your life, Google Maps is a great way to see the area before you actually go, to familiarize yourself with the theme park so you know exactly where you're walking, where things are. So let's enter in a theme park of Busch Gardens, Tampa, and that's Tampa, Florida. Hit search, and we'll go right to Busch Gardens right there. To see it up close, to zoom in, you just click the more link right here and click zoom here. And we'll get rid of the information box right there so we can see the entire area a lot better. So here is Busch Gardens, and we can just zoom around, see where the rides and attractions are, maybe where the water rides are. They appear to be right here. Here's parking right over here, so you can get a feel for where you need to come in and approach the theme park when you're coming and you're visiting. One of the cool things about Google Maps in relation to some theme parks, and Busch Gardens being one of them, is you can actually drag the street map view into the park itself. So let's click and drag this to this area on the park. And Google has actually gone through the park with their cameras so that you can explore the park using the street view. How cool is that? So you can move around the park, get a feel for where the restaurants are, where the rides are, and know it well ahead of time. So explore this with a theme park maybe that you're going to be visiting sometime soon. Disneyland, Disney World, Schlitterbahn, water park. There's a water park in Austin, or wherever it may be. This can be a great way to know before you go.